Hi, this is Stephanie Cuevas from the MompreneurEffect.com, and this video is all about easy networking tips for busy mompreneurs. Now, I know with mom entrepreneurs, we try to do everything, and we also try to fit everything into a schedule into one day, and that is obviously never going to happen. But when we do try to fit all of our work and all of our kids' schedule and everything that we want to accomplish in our business, like one of the very first things to notice that we don't put on our calendar is networking. People trying to kind of put off the networking events and put off, making those connections because they are so focused into building their business and just, I need to send out these papers and do these orders and work on this marketing, but they forget how crucial networking is. Networking is the place where you are going to find some amazing connections, and these people want to help you, and you can help these people. They need your service. They need to know who you are. And just like in your everyday business, when you kind of meet someone, it really makes yourself and your business stand out. Now, there are so many different ways you can network with people, especially 2017. Social media is still just as amazing as ever and constantly growing. Always new platforms you can connect with people on. So, especially as mompreneurs who tend to dive into work and dive into family, it's important for us to really make networking a priority and going out and meeting people and finding, new ways to just talk to people, especially if you're a work-at-home mom or a stay-at-home mom. It is impossible to meet people who are not in diapers or that you have to make dinner for. So what you really want to do is make networking a priority this year in your business, because it is an amazing just resource of people, and not even just for your business, just for your mental health. Talking to other people, hearing their struggles and what we all go through as entrepreneurs. So it's really important to make networking a priority to grow your business. But how can you do that? It's really hard because especially as a mom, I know my personal struggle with networking and events is I don't have time. If during the day I'm working on my business and my kids are at school, when they come home, I am mom 24/7. Now, my first problem is I don't know how to shut that off. I have to remember that I am a mom 24/7, but that doesn't mean that they need me 24/7. And that's something I have to tell myself. And you think that it wouldn't be. You think that you would get, I'm kind of tired of my kids now, but internally I feel like I have to be there for them. Apparently, like if they need a grilled cheese sandwich at 2:00 in the morning, I need to give it to them. That's just how my brain is wired. So when it comes to these events, I'm always, not sure, I have to take them to practice on that day, or, I have to really put myself with my business to make that a priority. So I tend to put off a lot of networking events and everything. At the same time, there are some things I really cannot go to. I cannot go to a weekday event at 9:00 in the evening, just because it's not possible at all. So a lot of these business events don't cater to parent entrepreneurs in this day and age. So I really hope that changes. But that just means as a mompreneur, you have to be a little bit more creative with how you network and how you get to meet other people. So we want to just kind of look at some easy ways to make networking, easy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Different tips that you can use to squeeze in that networking time and to make that a priority for you and your business. We know that networking is very crucial to the success of your business, so we want to make them really easy for you to reach them. So like I've said before, these events usually aren't catered to parents who are entrepreneurs, so it is your job to pick and choose events. You can't get to all of them. No entrepreneur can really, but as a mompreneur, you have one thing that's holding you back: your children, which is a good thing, but it just makes it a little bit more selective when you are picking and choosing events. You can't go to all of them, but you need to make sure that you are putting a couple down each month find the ones that really cater to you, whether they are the women's business, chamber of commerce luncheons, but make sure that you are picking some that work for you. You can't go to every 6 o'clock evening networking event, and that's okay, as long as you are really doing the research and making the ones that you can attend. Don't feel guilty, don't feel bad that you didn't make all of them. Know that you are putting yourself out there, and you have to just make that a priority in itself. The next easy way for you to network is something that I do all the time, and that is create your own networking group. Create your own networking events. You can do these online by simply creating Facebook groups, or you can do this like in person. I use meetup.com, and I have a local mompreneur group that I created because I didn't have one. So I thought, well, I need one. I'm sure there are other moms who need one. So create your own networking group. You can go and ask your church if you can start a group for mothers to meet at 10 o'clock in the morning and bring their children in the nursery at the church. And like I said, there's so many different resources available for you to start your own group. Now, whether you are a group that will meet weekly, monthly, or even just get together on special occasions just to learn and network with each other. So by creating your own networking group, not only are you able to control the schedule and make connections that way, but you also add on more credibility because you are taking charge. And that definitely makes people and the attendees and the people around you look at you a little bit differently. You are definitely more of a go-getter and wanting to make things happen. Even if you're an introvert, I am the biggest introvert I know, which is really a strange thing because I love social media and I love people and I love doing things like this, like videos, but even if I'm able to create these groups, you definitely are, because I am definitely not one to just go into a crowd and start talking. But I definitely love the community and sharing what I've learned and hearing what other people have learned too. So I just took the step, thought, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Let's see what happens. And it has been probably one of my favorite things about working with mom entrepreneurs is that they're everywhere and they want to be around other mom entrepreneurs. They want to know, like, oh my God, I'm not in this alone. This is great. So starting your own group, you'll really see different doors open, and you'll really find, amazing people in your own neighborhood, in your own community, and even your friends on Facebook that are all doing the same thing and having the same problems, but are able to lift each other up the same way as well. And the last way that you can get some easy networking in is, of course, social media. Now, whether you are in Facebook groups, you can do a bunch of Twitter chats. There's always a different Twitter chat maybe going on every evening. I feel like you can check up on the hashtags and join in on the conversation. Another part of social media that I really love that is really underused is LinkedIn. This is a great place to go in and join groups and make connections with people. The best way to do that is making a connection with someone on LinkedIn and following it up with a message. Always be sincere, never copy and paste, never say, hey, just introducing myself. Really look into what that person is doing and interested in and check up on their business and send a personalized message, hey, I saw, what you're doing with XYZ website. These products are really awesome. I'd love to see if we could partner together on some sort of project. So making sure that you are networking on social media, but still keeping it personal will definitely make the difference. I have had, several clients, different partners that I've contacted through on social media or that have contacted me specifically. I remember someone had told me they had bought my book, 2 years ago. I had a book called The Blog Bank, and they loved this, but they followed up on my blog and asked me how my youngest was doing. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is so cool. Someone who really cares about me. Let me check out what they're doing as well. So even if you're using social media as your networking tool, really staying personable and really taking the time to really be genuinely interested in what other people are doing will make them, open up to you and definitely soften them to being more receptive to what you have to offer and what you are doing, and, just sharing your message with everyone. So these are my 3 easy networking tips for busy moms, and that is, planning and choosing your events, not going to all of them, but putting 1 to a month on your calendar is definitely going to be the best way to go about this when it comes to going to different events. The second one is to create your own networking group. You don't have to follow what everyone else is doing. Make your own rules, make your schedule, and you'll see that there are people around you who are in the same boat as you are. The third one is obviously social media, but making sure to keep it personable, making sure to really make genuine connections and not just random posting all over the place, because that is not networking, that is marketing, and that is doing marketing a really horrible way. So definitely make networking a priority in your business, no matter what type of business you have. These connections are going to make the difference in your business, and you'll see that they'll also make the difference in your life as well. So thanks for watching, and be sure to check me out at themompreneureffect.com.